Okay, so today we'll be doing fly zip on a trouser. I've already sewn out the trousers, and if you want to know how to cut this, I already have a video on my channel on how to cut a pair of trousers. This is a straight trouser, and I sewed the crotch like you can see, and I left about 8 inches. I left about 8 inches for the opening. Okay, that's where I'll insert the zip. And for the fly zip, this is gonna be a very simple approach. So um I have about 1/4 and 7 inches length of this. I just drew it straight and I had to curve it, use 1/2 inch from the ankle, and I curved this out. Okay, this will be our guide, and I used this to cut this using giving it 1/2 inch all round, 1/2 inch by the side down here, and I had to interlock it. Okay, and another piece you will need is 2 inches by 7.5 inches length. Okay, so that's it, and then you need a zipper for the insertion. Okay, so now the first thing I will do is to sew with loose stitch, that zip area, and I'm using 1/2 inch to sew this. Okay, I use loose stitch to sew it to where I top stitch for the other part. Now I sew this from the back. Okay, I'll upload a video very soon on how to sew a trouser, so you will have a proper understanding of what I'm talking about. But this part, I only needed to show this fly zipper part. Okay, so I'm just stitching that, and I'll take it to the ironing board, and I want to add some interface to it to give it some kind of firmness. Okay, and then I'll iron it open. Okay, so I have sewn it. This is the front part, that's where the pocket is. So I've sewn it and I ironed. Look at the interface. I use paper stay, okay, so that when I'm sewing I won't really have issues. So it's a loose stitch. You can use needle or ripper to remove this. So I'm just gonna loose it open. So I've opened it. Okay, and that's the mark I was looking for. So the next thing, I will bring this and sew it here. Okay, so I'm keeping exactly at the beginning of the waist, so I'll use 1/2 inch to sew it. Then we come here and we top stitch. And then you bring your zipper. Okay, this is the front side. So you turn it, the front part facing down. You make it to face down, and then you bring it here. Now ensure that this part comes on this. Okay, you understand why I said that later. Okay, so then you sew on the left part. Okay, so when you're done with that, and and you've cut your thread. So you pick where you top stitch, and then that's it. Now this part is still open, we didn't sew on it, so you bring it here, and then this way the pattern comes in. So you use this and then you place it here. It will be our guide for this. You can pin it down. Okay, so with that now I can sew using it as the guide. So I'll sew this way. And then when it gets here, you bend this down. Okay, so here it is. Okay, like I said, you will not sew this part, this outer part. So after you've sewn this, that paper gave us a guide to have this shape. So you see, it's beginners friendly. So the next thing, you bring this 2 inches by 7.5, and then you bring it here. It has to align. Okay, so you sew on the zip. So when you're done with that, we iron this. So you bring this part. You can use your chalk and mark this place. And you bring this and you place it there. You place it very close to the zipper. Okay? Like so. And then you make sure when you put it back that it aligns. So at this point, I would like to use this press footer. Okay, this is the right side, and it will sew very close to that part. So looking at it, this is it. So I'll change this other press footer, and I'll insert this one. And then I'll bring this back and place it very close to the zipper. And so okay, so looking at it now, you see that part So you can now sew on top of it. So we still left with some hole. So from this part, you sew it down. So that's our fly zipper, and next thing is just to put this together, just to sew them together. See, a little stitch will do. So you make it relax, then you bring it close. Okay, so this is it. So that's our fly zipper. Okay, that's it. And then we take it back.